In today's video, I'm going to be going over all the equipment that I use to do Amazon FBA as an Amazon seller. So let's jump straight into it. And before we start, I just want to say there are links to all of these items in the description if you want to go ahead and buy one or all of them. Up to you guys. Cool. So you don't need a huge amount of equipment for Amazon FBA, but there are some things that are going to make your life so much easier. That is what a lot of this equipment is aimed at, is making your life much easier. But you can kind of do this on a sort of shoestring budget when you're first starting out. But realistically, once you get really into it and you actually, start prepping quite a few boxes, you're going to be wanting to get all the proper kit. So let's jump straight in here. We've got the first thing is a label printer. Now, what you need ideally is two of these, one for your shipping labels and one for your SKU labels. The SKU labels are essentially little barcode labels that you put on all your products to basically identify your products versus everyone else's in Amazon. And obviously the shipping labels are just shipping labels. So you can start off with just one of these if you want, and then you can like swap over the labels as you're going. But you'll soon realize how kind of tedious and annoying that is, and we'll probably want to go ahead and get another one of them. But yes, you can start off with one of these if you want. Now, guys, don't forget, all of this can be expensed. All of this can come off your profits. If you're VAT registered, then you can obviously get the VAT back. But even if you're not VAT registered, these are business expenses and they'll come off your profit. So that does add a little bit of a discount onto these. So yeah, I have two of these anyway. You can see I've purchased this in the past. And yeah, in fact, I've actually got 6 label printers. So, I've got 3 sort of prepping stations, or had them anyway, and I've got 6 printers, one for SKU, one for shipping. Cool. So, and if you do that, you're going to need, of course, some labels. So these are the SKU labels that I recommend. So, £23, you get 6 rolls. Is sort of 6,600 labels here. So, these are pretty small, 60 millimeters by 30 millimeters. You print these off from the Amazon Seller Central. That obviously is given to you by Amazon, and then you just print them off and stick them over the barcode of the product that you're selling. So these are pretty essential. Again, fairly cheap as well. So, you've got links to all of these guys in the description as well. So the next thing is shipping labels. Now, you don't need to actually buy these guys. You can do if you want. However, you can also get these free from UPS. All you need to do is create a UPS account, go to order supplies. I'll probably do a whole video around this, and you can order free supplies from UPS. The only things I really get from them are the shipping labels, and they'll send you a bunch of shipping labels. There's no guarantee on how long they're going to take to arrive, but you can get them for free. And actually, it's worth mentioning as well, just with the Moonbin shipping label printer here, this always comes with like about, 50, maybe 30 or 50 free sort of 4x6 labels that you can use to get yourself started. So, you've got that as well. So I don't know how many it is, maybe 20, 30, 40, something like that. So yeah, that's always nice anyway. So the next thing, again, not essential at all. This is a bit of a nicety, I suppose. It's just a label holder for all the labels, rather than just putting them on your desk. I mean, it still works, to be fair, but this just keeps your desk a little bit tidier. £8.19 each, not too bad. Get a couple of these. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's totally up to you guys. This is a bit more of a luxury, I suppose, when it comes to these things. But if you guys are on a budget and you have an existing sort of inkjet or laserjet printer, then you can go ahead and buy these to begin with, which are these sort of A4 sticky labels. You get 25 per sheet, and you can use these for your SKU labels to begin with. Now, it's not the quickest way to do it. It's not the most efficient way. It's certainly not the cheapest way. The beauty of using the thermal printer, if we go back to that quickly, is that it uses no ink, guys. It uses heat. So once you've bought this, there's no ink to purchase. You just buy the labels. Essentially, that's it, and there's no ink. So these will run for, not forever, but for a very long time, basically, because they use heats to print. So, but if you really do want to start off on a budget, you can start with these A4 sheets, guys. You'll soon realise how annoying they are to use. They're expensive as well. It's very hard to utilise the entire sheet if you're only doing a few items at a time. But anyway, that's an option for you guys. This is actually how I started as well. Not sure why I bought. Good maybe there was an Amazon to Amazon deal on these, but yeah, why I purchased these in 2024. But yeah, so I've bought these in the past. Good to start off with, and then yeah, Probably not after that. So ideally you want the thermal printer, guys, really. It's just worth getting. It's going to save you so much time and effort. But I understand if you're on a limited budget, you want to do the cheapest thing possible. That's fine. Cool. Right, so next thing you need is polybags. Guys, a lot of items, especially if you do health and beauty and things like that, are going to need polybagging. You have to get the correct polybags. They have to have the suffocation label on there. They have to have all the warnings and stuff. Otherwise, Amazon will reject your items. So, this 11 by 14 inches, 28 centimeters by 36 centimeters, is a pretty much good general one that you can use. You can get 1,000 of them here for just under £60. And that covers most things, to be honest. It's a pretty good sort of general. And you can see I've been through 2,000 of these, so I don't even do that much health and beauty, to be quite honest with you. But yes, you've got these here if you want, and say they are essential for basically bagging up anything that's a liquid, even if it's something that's not like a proper liquid. It's like let's say a moisturizer or a shampoo. You're technically meant to be polybagging it, unless it's already in some sort of packaging. So, yeah, you need these. And here I've got a link to the smaller ones. They're 7 inches by 8 inches. These are more aimed for the sort of small cosmetic items. These are the smallest ones these guys do. Again, £45 for 1,000. You can buy them in the hundreds, but obviously it's not quite as cost efficient as you can see. So, but again, if you want to do that, you've got the listing here. Again, links in the description for all of this. The next thing you're going to need is a tape gun, guys. Again, you don't need a tape gun necessarily, but you really do need a tape gun. For the cost of £9, just get a tape gun, guys. And here's a link to the one here. There's various packages here that include some tape and stuff, but I just get the tape gun. You can see I've bought this 3 times. I've bought another one, I think. I've got so many tape guns, to be honest, all over the place. So it just makes packing your boxes so much easier. A lot of this, guys, is, once you start packing and stuff, you're going to realise that efficiency is key here for your time. So you don't want to be tearing things off with your teeth, tape and stuff like that. It'd just be a pain. So just get yourself a tape gun, guys. And obviously, what do we need with tape? We need, tape gun. We need tape. And you can see here, I purchased this 7 times. I've been through so much tape, from eBaying in the past to doing Amazon FBA. I've been through a crap load of tape, and you get a pack of 12 tapes here for £11, so just under £1 a roll. Now you can just get the brown tape, guys. I haven't got a link here. Maybe I'll add one in the description if you want. I actually personally just prefer to pay a tiny bit extra, and just have the fragile tape. It might save one thing from getting broken, and then I've got my money back. So I just prefer the fragile tape myself. But other people use the plain brown tape as well. It's fine, whatever you want really. But here's the the link to that. Pretty much up to that point, we've talked about all the essentials, and here we've got boxes. Now, guys, I get my boxes from Kite, okay, and I buy the where is it? The 610 millimeters, so it's 61 centimeters by 46 by 46. It's the one that I'm highlighting on the screen, basically. Now, these are relatively expensive unless you buy them in a pallet. And guys, I'm not expecting you to buy a pallet of boxes to start with. But, these are the ones that I use. They come on a nice pallet. They're brand new boxes. They have some creases built into them, so you can resize them really quickly. And, for me, when I was doing my own prep, although I still do a little bit of myself, it's much easier just to have items you can resize and that are quick and easy to use. However, as I said, I'm not expecting you to buy a pallet. This is a website here, All Boxed Of. Now, these different boxes, these are used boxes, by the way. I've not actually ordered from this myself, but I asked in my free Discord group. Link in description for that, guys, if you want to join my free Discord group, by the way. Ask my members, where do you buy your boxes from? And a couple of guys said they bought from here. So I've not bought from here myself, but I know a few people that have. And, these are used boxes at the end of the day. These are just going to Amazon, then Amazon going to shred them, so you don't need new boxes necessarily. And these apparently go in and out of stock, so you just need to make sure the boxes you buy, guys, are no longer or wider. No side is any longer than 63 centimeters, basically. So that's the most important thing when it comes to boxes. No longer than 63 centimeters. And as you can see here, they've got various boxes. 60 centimeters by 40 by 44. They've got various ones that come in and out of stock. So anyway, you can check. I'll put a link again for this in the description. you can check it out to get some boxes as well. They're a little bit cheaper, you know, so not too bad. Now, before we carry on with the final two items, I want to mention my sponsor, Profit Protector Pro. Now, Profit Protector Pro is an essential piece of software that helps you reprice all your Amazon inventory. Now, if you're not using a repricer, guys, you are literally leaving money on the table. And a piece of software like Profit Protector Pro really does help you maximize your profits. The reason I like it is it's super easy to set up, but it's also got 10 or 12 different AI algorithmic strategies you can use to reprice your items, and it's always trying to make you the absolute most amount of money for each of your items. There's a link in the description if you want to check that out. Now, you know, we've basically been over all the essentials. Everything up to this point has been what I'd pretty much call an essential, apart from maybe the label roll holder. Now, this is the document scanner I use. If you do a lot of retail arbitrage, guys, you know, that means you're going out to stores and stuff, or, you know, if you want to basically scan receipts and things like that, you know, you can buy like a big desktop scanner. I wanted something very small and portable I can just put away when I'm not using it, and that's what I got here basically. £90. It's a really good scanner. You know, I just plug it in when I want it, and then, you know, put it in the drawer when I'm not. So really good, basically. Everyone depends on what you want. You might have a scanner already, you know. But yeah, this works really well for me. So this is a nice luxury. You can also just take a photo with your phone as well if you really want. That's what I did for a long time. But for me, just scanning seemed a little bit easier when I'm using, you know, scanning a lot of stuff. So. And then the final thing as well is a barcode scanner. Again, this is a bit of a nicety, I suppose. I don't use it all the time when I'm prepping, but it does help you. You know, if you want to search something in Amazon Seller Central, you can just like scan the barcode and it should pop up, especially if it's your SKU barcode. So that's another nice thing you can get. And this is a wireless one I've linked here, guys. Really easy to set up, and yeah, really good basically. So guys, I hope you found that video useful. You know, if there's some equipment that I've missed out or whatever, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, also let me know in the comments. And if you could please like the video. If you're not subscribed already and you want to learn how to do Amazon, subscribing would be awesome as well. And also don't forget, I've got my free Discord group. So thanks very much for watching, guys. And as always, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.